is. And away they go from the 1400 metre marker. First one out is 1914 Chestnut Rockets with the white blinkers near the rail. Royal Zulu Warrior, the red blinkers off to lead them. They're followed further back by Silent Partners near the rail. Mr. Whatever's on the outside, It Is Written, and Balance Sheet. They're the last two, and they're racing about 6 lengths off the leader. Royal Zulu Warriors going along at a decent gallop, a length and a half leader. Chestnut Rocket is second, 1914's in the orange. Back and forth is Silent Partner, then Mr. Whatever and Balance Sheet. It Is Written's about 6 or 7 lengths off the leader. Out is spinning to the home stretch, and Royal Zulu Warrior guides them into the lane. In second, 1914, the white blinkers of Chestnut Rocket, that's the favourite. Mr. Whatever, Balance Sheet and Silent Partner. It Is Written is right on the outside, the red sleeves and cap. 1914, Chestnut Rocket is along the inside between the two, Royal Zulu Warrior. It Is Written and Balance Sheet, and then comes Silent Partner. Mr. Whatever also runs on. Wide open, Chestnut Rocket. Mr. Whatever's a big runner on the outside. It Is Written's now taking off. It Is Written's coming to get them all though, and It Is Written goes on to score. Second place, maybe Chestnut Rocket, close for third. Silent Partner, Mr. Whatever. It Is Written makes up the ground. The Golden Bite Dynasty, Brandon Lorena, and just gets eased up at the line. The horse had his shoe refitted, but he comes good and records his 8th win from 23 outings. Bred by Kevin Stud, Dean Kanemayer and Fred Krabbier. On the toe, 350 the win. Second goes to, let's run it across, Chestnut Rocket will get second. Third to Silent Partner, Mr. Whatever fourth. And then came Royal Zulu Warrior and Balance Sheet. And then 1914. Anybody could win it at the 200 metre marker. They're right across the track. The winner's on the extreme right-hand side. Another winner for Brandon Lorena. And here is It Is Written with a big claim and then gets eased up at the line. Second place in Chestnut Rocket. And then there's the third place, which will probably go to Silent Partner and Mr. Whatever. The winner, It Is Written, 350 the win, and the tote favourite was number 3. Until the 8th and last, there's a quartet carryover. Back to the studio.
It Is Written has done superbly well for his owner, Mr. Krabbier, and we give compliments to the stable as well, the stable of Dean Kanemayer, notching up his 8th career win, and of course adding to that win that he had in the Christmas handicap this season. And Dean could have gone for the East Handicap if he wanted to, but he decided, I don't know if you ducked that, but you decided, let me go for this race. It looks like a better race for him.
Yeah, I thought the Pinnacle was going to be a better race for him, and it scratched down. I had him in the East Handicap, quite a bit of weight to carry, and I decided to go for this race. He's a very talented, versatile horse, and his last run, I think the heavens opened just before the race. It was the King's Cup or something, and how they rode that night, I don't know. But he actually ran a fair race. He was doing good work at the finish, and he likes to quicken up from off the post. So it was a good win. Well done to Fred Krabbier and Emma, and everybody will be thrilled about it. I think he's won 8 races now, so he's done exceptionally well.
Just a comment on Balance Sheet. I saw you walking around and just giving him a quick inspection.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how his recovery rate was, and I was pleased with that. He's coming on nicely, and he hasn't run since the Gold Cup last year. And he was an horse that was out in the paddock for 3 months because of injury. It was just we decided to, Silvana just said to Marsh and Brent, let's throw him out and we'll bring him back as a 4-year-old to Durban because his running the Gold Cup was great. So I'm preparing him for the champion season in Lies because I think he's a fair type of stayer.
Dean, give our best to Fred, but before you leave us, I know you'll be doing a bit of shuffling now. You're well settled in KZN, but I'm sure you'll be bringing horses down for the season, which is just around the corner from Cape Town.
Yeah, we'll be trying to move horses around, and we've got a bit of a quarantine problem, as you know, at the moment. There's a restriction, got to stop in Beaufort West. But as I said, we've got some nice horses here, and we may not be that strong on top, but I think across the board we could be competitive, but all is well.
Well done, Dean.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Dave.
Fantastic. Let's get Brandon Lorena in. A 3-timer for Brandon today. Now this horse, from where I was watching, I was just waiting for you to press the button. When you turn into the straight, Brandon, I mean, you were just sitting still as a statue.
Yes, the pace suited him, and he came well through the 500 and he gave me the chance to sit on him. And I asked him to go a bit quicker, and he quickened up nicely, and he won with a bit in hand today.
The other horses, you know, they decided we're going to duck to the inside, possibly the better going. You just stayed straight down the middle.
Yeah, the main reason was because, you know, I didn't want to break him. I didn't want to go in behind other horses and lose any momentum that I'd gained around the turn, and it proved to reward.
You've got this one under the belt with a 3-timer today, Brandon. It turned out to be a lovely weekend, hasn't it?
It has. Thank you very much, Dees, and a big thank you to Mr. Cannemeyer, and congratulations to Mr. Krabbier and Emma, and congrats to my sponsors, Zorgfleet.
Well played.
Thank you.
Well done. Brandon Larina, Dean Cannemeyer, Mr. Krabbier, number 4, it is written. 4, 3, 7 and 5. The lucky last coming up next, closing off the meeting and closing off the place accumulator and the pick 6. I want to remind you, you must get involved. You don't want to be left standing in the queue. 53,000 Rand carried over to the quartet in the lucky last, where we have an estimated pool of 500,000 Rand. The time to jot down will be 17:05, which is 5 past 5.